Creepy Branson here, everyone, and this review is about Dark Tower, not the Stephen King novel or the movie that they made. This is Dark Tower from 1987. Now, there is a bit of confusion about the year, because if you look it up, some say 1987, some say 1989. So I'm not really sure what year it truly is. 87 seems to appear more than 1989 for some reason. Maybe they finished it in 87 and they didn't air it until 1989. I'm not really sure. But it's called Dark Tower. And it's a supernatural horror. And you're going to get that right from looking at the poster of what it says. But it's a very well done picture, and it doesn't get what it deserves. It really doesn't, because it does things in here that it has never done before. I've watched a lot of movies in my life, and I don't want to tell you the scene, but there's this one scene where I was like, wow, it just made me very impressive. Now, the opening sequence is a woman who is designing the building, so it's still being built. She comes into her office, says hi to the secretary, goes in the office, shuts the door, and she's getting undressed. And there's a window guy outside doing the windows. And he looks at her, and she just kind of just doesn't smile, just goes to the window and closes the blinds. And shortly after, when she is dressed, she hears a bang, and the blinds open, and she sees the guy going back and forth and gets swung off the building. And that's where it all begins. You have a detective that comes, and he's feeling uneasy about the building. So everything's happening, and it's just very well done. You get to know the characters really well right away, because their acting is so good. You get to know who they are pretty much immediately, because the acting is really good. And if you've never seen the movie The Stuff, check it out. That came out in 1985, and there's one actor that's in The Stuff that's in this actor. I'm not going to say who, but The Stuff, if you've never seen, see it. It came out in 1985, and there's a guy that was hired to see why people were addicted to this white substance that people must eat. It was one of the most popular foods in the world. So if you haven't seen it, that's all I'm going to say about The Stuff. But Dark Tower is incredible. It's just, as soon as he goes in there and talks to the woman, he feels an unsense about the building. And he needs to know more. And then there's one more, well, there's several deaths that occur. So something is going on. And the ending is incredible. I was at the edge of my seat. I was like, wow, this is like they've never done this before. A 1987 movie, but it might say 1989. Check it out. And if you haven't seen The Stuff, check that out too. Great acting. Really suspenseful. Both of them are. But The Stuff got more recognition than Dark Tower. Check out Dark Tower. You're going to love it. If you don't, I'm very surprised. It got really bad reviews. I'm really surprised on this. An underrated movie, in my opinion. And I watched some reviewers on YouTube, and they just flat out tore it to pieces. And I'm like, how? This is actually a really good movie. Well, anyway, stay creepy, everyone. Check out my channel. Give me a like, subscribe, and bye for now, everybody.